Hello, Scorpio. Thank you so much for being here, you guys. All right, Scorpio. So you are obligated right now to make a choice and pick a path, but it's very specifically having to do with a person or people who are wasting your time. But you are obligated at this point to do this. So use your time well, make every moment count, and then you have fork in the road. Use your time well very specifically talks about someone wasting your time. They have no interest in what you have to say, but they want to take up a great deal of your time so that they can feel important, listened to, cared about. And it is saying that you need to set some boundaries. The thing is when you look at fork in the road, you know that if you are setting this boundary and taking a different path, there are consequences to every action. But there is a promise here of a richer experience if you take the road less traveled, so to speak. But the thing is what sticks out to me more than anything is that you cannot stay at this point. You're going to have to make a choice here and take a path. You're either going to take a new path that you haven't been down before, or you're going to continue to follow the same path where you're wasting your time. And not only that, but you are wasting someone else's time by not making a choice, to be fair. But you need to do this and you need to accept the consequences of the action, but it doesn't mean that it's going to be a bad thing, especially if you feel like your time is wasting. Now, this would indicate to me that it's time for a new adventure, for sure. So look at the bigger picture here with the full moon in Sagittarius. Yeah. And the very first thing that it says is take time out for a mini break or adventure. So maybe if you take a path that is giving you a break from a situation, maybe a new adventure kind of shows up and it'll be easier for you to just go ahead and continue to follow that path. Although there will be consequences for that. But it doesn't have to be bad. So it says that the situation may have come around because you have been distracted. It says be confident without being overconfident to win the day. Have you shown that you care? If not, now is the time. And then find a balance between speaking your mind and saying too much. So, maybe a break in communication, possibly. But the bigger picture, what is the bigger picture in this situation? So with the King of Swords kind of being at the bottom here, for some of you, you may be dealing with a person here who emotionally detached themselves from a situation involving you, which absolutely can be the case. But this could also be about you gathering more information as to why you are going through such a huge change with the Tower. But what's interesting here is the Six of Cups is the overall. It's because I'm so sorry, you guys. It's because of this event, I think, that a situation from the past may be coming back around. You may be reconnecting with somebody from the past, which is possible. But there are drastic changes that are happening with the Tower. And when you move into the Page of Cups, especially with the Six of Cups being there, this could be somebody that you have known from, a younger age, or even from your childhood, right? Childhood connections. But emotions, new emotions that are being restored, feeling something new communication of emotions, and it could have to do with somebody from the past. But the only reason why I think that they're coming through is because of the changes that have happened in your life with the Tower. So, the Tower can be hard to deal with, but this could be because of an external event, or it could be because of a choice that you're making here with fork in the road, right? We're getting rid of all of that. The Tower cannot withstand in your life. It needs to be cleared out so that you can have a new beginning. And it's definitely there, but it looks like it's being offered through someone. Now, moving into the Four of Swords, though, I don't think that you're saying no. I think that for you, I just need to take a break for a minute and I don't really want to talk right now. Or you're at least contemplating or considering something that's being offered. Now, I think, though, that somebody is going to perceive it as a rejection with the Five of Pentacles. But now the other thing, though, too, is I kind of feel like if you've been through a Tower moment, this could definitely be about somebody who is coming through that may kind of like see what's going on. But the thing is I kind of feel assistance, but not in a way that's very helpful. And I kind of feel like for Scorpio, because of the secretive nature, that this is not something that you want to let this person be a part of or let them in on with the Five of Pentacles. Because some of you, yeah, you could be going through a hard time, right? And you're trying to get out of that. But while this is happening, you have this emotional situation coming back from the past. Now, like I said, if this is you not really communicating here or not really wanting to talk about like what you've experienced, this person may perceive this as a rejection. But I do think that they make an attempt. Now, for some of you, you could just straight up be rejecting somebody. And a lot of that, though, I kind of feel like because of the Queen of Wands, but we'll clarify this. But it's like after the dust settles, something comes back around. There's this communication of emotions, but there's this like turn down or rejection happening in the environment. You, though, are okay. I think that with the Four Swords, you're fine. But your best path to follow being the Queen of Cups, we need to be in tune with the way that we feel. We need to start trusting our emotions. We need emotional healing, right? But we also need to look at how invested are we emotionally towards something that may be being offered. You know, which makes me feel like this is external to you, right? Whether you're dealing with male, female. You've got Aries showing up. You've got another water sign here. But with the Emperor, I think that, you know, as far as hopes and fears, you don't need any more chaos than what you've already experienced, okay? So I kind of look at him and think you may be being a little bit strict and a little bit harsh, but it's because you're trying to protect yourself and heal yourself emotionally for sure. But I also think that you need to be in control of a situation here. And if you don't feel like you're in control, you're not going to accept it. So it's like, I've just been through all of this. Now all of a sudden here, this comes. It's like, wait a minute here. I need to get things under control. I just need a moment of peace. And right, taking a mini break. Absolutely. But you come out with the Queen of Wands, which makes me think something bites you in the ass and brings out, you know, a different side of you where there's this passion and drive and this want to take action. And not only that, but you move into a place where you're better in control than where you were before. You know, and you may be having passion restored to you, though, too, besides these emotions with the Page of Cups. But I think that that's something that's being communicated to you. I also think, though, that if somebody is trying to restore something from, or restore things with you, I don't think that your mind is going to allow you to get past where you have been disappointed. And even if it is somebody new with a past connection or history, and it's like they're coming through to you in a new way, there are things that you are still needing to work out. So I think that you need to work on you before you can just jump back into something else. The Lovers in the Tower, right? And this isn't going to be for everyone, but clearly here for some of you, there's been like a drastic change in your love life. Okay, now for some of you, it's what you had love for and what you put value in. That is kind of collapsing. It's not what you thought it was, right? But it's also about you making a major choice in your life that is bringing the tower down. So I think that this is something that isn't happening to you so much as it's about a choice that you made that brought this down. But it opened the door for something to come back. And that's the thing. But, you know, with the Nine of Swords here, your thoughts are in a place where you're thinking about a lot of difficult things here, especially in terms of like the way that you feel about making choices in your love life. And even if somebody is trying to offer you something, it's like, no. I think that for you, it's, I can't deal with another rejection, which is why I don't think that you're making offers. But I also think that you can't deal with a situation like this right now, and you may have to let somebody down. And with the Five of Cups, you know, and looking at the Four of Swords, I think you're taking a time out for you to kind of deal with this. But where you come out at, I'm telling you, Scorpio, you look better. You look better. You know, because this is saying that you need to deal with these emotions. You know, it's almost like, look, soulmate, now is not the time for you to come through. I got some shit I got to handle, so you're going to have to wait. Right? And I'm sorry, but I'm going to have to turn you down. And that may be it. You know, maybe you're just not ready for this yet. But I still think that Queen of Wands looks really good. You look really good coming out. You really do. And now, beyond that, though, with the Six of Cups, we could be talking about you getting back to the person that you used to be. And that's why we're bringing the Tower down, by making a major choice in our life. Once you heal your heart and spirit, it's going to be easier for you to detach yourself from a situation, and that's going to make it easier for you to communicate. So yeah, I think that you need to completely detach yourself from something. That only then will you be open to communicating to possibly soulmate situation coming through here, which can be the case for some of you, right? But again, healing, emotional healing, but you need to completely detach. And that may be the difficult choice, though, too, with fork in the road. But again, to be fair, you can't waste somebody else's time, though, either. And miracles and blessings, everything has its gift. Scorpio, if you are detaching yourself from a situation and you possibly have a soulmate situation coming through, but maybe now is not the right time, maybe it's okay to open up to communication, but I would say to you, only after you've detached yourself from a situation. And understand that once you do that, there will be the miracles and the blessings that are coming after that, right? There is a gift that is coming out of this situation, which is great. But you might be pushing something away, though, too, right? It's interesting. But you know, again, it all starts with the choice here to either follow the same path or take a different one. You know, maybe it is time for a new adventure, but maybe somebody just has really bad timing, you know. But like I said, emotional healing and detachment is the first step. After that, what happens looks so much better than what you've experienced. Like, you just look better. You look better, you feel better. I feel like a different person kind of feeling with the Queen of Wands. But we're going to have to deal with, you know, the emotional pain. Whatever it is that you're hanging on to, and you need to let go of it too, out of your mind. We can't keep thinking about it, right? And we can't keep expecting that every situation is going to let us down. But detachment and emotional healing. And then maybe we can spend some quality time with somebody that will be a miracle and blessing in our lives.